so I saw this post. It says 2008 main pop girls albums, claim your favorite. So I'm gonna get my top three. So here are all the options. Here are all the options and everything. Okay, so starting off in my top three, I'm gonna start with Britney today because I'm reviewing this album. You'll see it on YouTube some point in the next week. But basically, I feel like this album's underrated. I always say this, y'all overrate In the Zone, blah, blah, blah. But some of my favorites on this, I have to give the nod to Unusual You. That song is just so cool with the production, the electro pop, that bridge. I levitate every single time. Like, that song was elite. If You Seek Amy was a really enjoyable song on this album too. I adore Blur, and yeah, there's some other good stuff on here like Kill the Lights that people don't talk about. So yeah, I think it's one of Britney's best. Very fond of it. I think the production was good for that time and everything. Yeah, it was fun. We had stuff like Phonography too. Like, I could go on and on, but that'll definitely be my top three. Another album I'm going to pick is the Mariah Carey album, E equals MC squared. Not one of my favorite Mariah albums, but I still think that it's good. And especially out of this batch, I think it stands out. Some of my favorites have to give some love to I Stay in Love. Okay, her basically trying to recreate We Belong Together, but I like it more than We Belong Together, no shade. I do, okay? That whole chorus moment, it's just so catchy. It's so catchy and it's excellent. So you have to have that. I'll Be Loving You Long Time is just amazing. It's so much fun to listen to. I love I'll Be Loving You Long Time. It deserved more. It really did. And then you had I Wish You Well, which is another one of my favorites. And, she said, we've all made mistakes, felt the guilt and self-hate. And her kind of tapping into that gospel bag and everything, comparable to Fly Like a Bird in that respect. So I really enjoy I Wish You Well. And then you have the fun stuff on here like Touch My Body, a flirty, fun record. That was her 18th number one single, which is absolutely insane what she was able to do with that. I also like stuff like OOC. That song grew on me. It's something I didn't care too much for at first. It was kind of just in the background. But OOC is definitely something that I have come to really appreciate on this album. Migrate tends to be a fan favorite. For me, it's good until T-Pain comes on and then I skip through the rest of it. So you had that. Stuff like Love Story, I'm personally not fond of that song. That's just my opinion though. Even some of the bonus tracks, for real, The Brat 8, and Heat. Like, my introduction to that song was seeing people on Twitter using that for, dissing other artists and everything like that. Like, people come from Mariah and then they would make an edit and they would put Mariah sales next to the other artist sales and, their accomplishments. So that was my introduction to the song. And he actually did grow on me. So we got a good mix. I'm That Chick. Oh my God. I knew I was forgetting something. I was trying to keep thinking. I'm That Chick. Yeah, that Michael Jackson interpolation moment, 8. And I'm That Chick is too good. I'm That Chick is too good of a song. So yeah, I think it was good for that year. So that would be number 2. And then if I have to pick one more album, I think I might give it to Taylor Swift. Just because it's probably the third best album here. For I'm actually being honest, I don't listen to it as much as maybe some of these other albums, but I'm just trying to think of cohesiveness. The Best Day, yeah, she said, I have an excellent father, his strength is making me stronger, God smiles on my little brother, inside and out he's better than I am. That whole bridge just makes me emotional. That whole song does, and everything. It's just a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. You obviously have You Belong With Me, classic. You have Love Story, another classic. I enjoy other songs on here as well. Forever and Always, the piano version, I think that's on the platinum version of this album, but still really like that one. Change, the re-recorded version is so much better. Okay, the whole re-record is so much better. So you have that. Have to give some love to that record as well. I think this is another platinum edition moment, but stuff like Come In With the Rain and Jump Then Fall. There was some good stuff on this album. White Horse, her quintessential track 5 and everything. Like I said, I probably don't listen to it as much as the other albums, but if I'm talking about the best albums here, I would probably have to give the nod to that Taylor Swift album. And so yeah, thoughts on these other albums. I have not got to this Madonna album yet. I hear good things, but I haven't heard it, so not applicable. This Janet album, I feel like it's underrated. I already told you guys she had a lobotomy, so you guys already know about that. This album though was good. We're talking about Discipline, a song. Yeah, that was so good. Feedback, okay. That was one of the best songs on this album, obviously. Can Be Good is certainly one of my favorites. I believe there's a song called The One with Missy Elliott, which was good. So, yeah, you had some really nice stuff on this album. I think it's way better than 20YO. I think people hate on it way too much. I'm not saying it's one of her best or anything, but I think it's still really good. Lady Gaga, The Fame. I talked about this before, but this album's not good. Bro. My friend said, it was carried all the singles. You had Paparazzi, you had Love Game, and for every song like that, you got one song that sounds like a Miley Cyrus reject. And why is she doing basically a producer tag on every every single song. Girl, this is your album. Like, if you took the singles off, this album would be complete shit. The carry job that the singles did, it is one for the books. Okay, the singles carried it so bad. This album was not good. It has to be one for worse. Beyonce, I'm Sasha Fierce. I thought about putting this in top 3. Taylor Swift album is probably more consistent. You know, that's why I went with that. But you had Hello, which is a gorgeous ballad. Halo, y'all hate on Halo too much. Halo is one of my favorite Beyonce songs all time. Okay, so I have to give the love to Halo, obviously. And then Diva, she said, take it to another level. No passengers on my plane. The fact she did a 9/11 tribute performing Diva, child. She kind of ate though. That whole plane choreography though. I think they asked her to perform that song, but I always remember that. As well. And yeah, I think those are the main songs that I probably go to. Oh, Disappear is a really good song on the sound too. Yeah, but then for every song like that, you had Broken Hearted Girl, Radio, Satellites, That's Our Beautiful, mid songs. Okay. So yeah, I thought about putting Beyonce top 3, but that was what held me back. And then I haven't heard this Katy Perry album and this Adele album. Like I said, I think that 19 is her worst album. For me, it kind of just felt like she was cosplaying Amy Winehouse for, 45, 50 minutes. I like her rendition to Make You Feel My Love. When I listened to Bob Dylan's version, it sounded like he was on his deathbed, okay? And I'm at like a single or 2 on this album, but just her vocal, it's not good. It's not what I've come to know and appreciate. Adele 4 and everything like that, she can write. I just think that this is her worst album. I will take any Adele album over 19, okay? So yeah, in summation, my top 3 is as follows. I have Britney Spears Circus, I have Mariah Carey equals MC Squared, and I have Taylor Swift's Fearless album. So let me know what you guys think down below. What is going to be your top 3 out of these? And just let me know your favorite album in 2008 in general if you want as well. It doesn't have to be on this list necessarily, but let's continue that conversation.